This man is Seth Mayhem Mitchell. He steps into the ring with a wife, 2 kids, a college degree, and the ashes of old dreams on his shoulders. But the ashes of old dreams can set fire to new dreams. He calls himself a warrior, a Spartan. He fights for his family, his friends, his community. His big shoulders carry heavy expectations and the dreams of others. This man is on a journey. This, tonight, this fight, this is the next step. And the dream is on the other side of the bell.
One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Left uppercut hook. And right hand.
We're in Clinton, Maryland at my gym of Kirby Road Dream Team Boxing. Come here, this is my home, this is where I train at. We're in the heart of training camp. We got about 3.5 weeks to go. I'm breaking my body down, but it's what I gotta do to be prepared to go to battle on December 10th, and I'll be ready.
I'm hurting right now. I'm tired, but I feel good. It's a good hurt.
It hurts. It's mentally and physically draining, but I know that I'm doing it for a reason. I know why I'm doing it. I know that after the fight, when they say, I'm still undefeated, and they raise my hand in victory, that's the best feeling.
Find it. There you go. Find it. I knew you had it.
I want to hurt here. I don't want to hurt in the ring.
Right now, it's straight training. It's just eat, sleep, run, train. Eat, sleep, run, train. It's the same thing over and over again. So I'm not having fun right now. But I see my children when I'm training. I see my wife, because that's who I'm fighting for.
Come on. Come on. Come on. 10 seconds. Let's go. Come on, go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Time.
Thing that I have been most impressed with Seth, I think it really goes beyond the ring. It's that he is truly a man of true grit and integrity, and I've been very impressed with him as a family man.
The moment that he crosses those white lines or gets into the ring, he can become the most focused, violent, vicious, competitive person you'll ever want to meet. And the moment it's over, he absolutely turns it off.
He has that killer instinct when he's in the ring, and it's like when he sees that he gets the person hurt, he's gonna jump on him. He's not gonna waver for a second. But at home, it's a totally different case. He's great with our baby, who's a year old. He's the best dad, if you let my daughter Ariel tell it.
Talk, he know how to hold the phone, and can't walk.
You ought to see him around his kids and his wife, and to see him around his mom. Those are the things that make you want to celebrate and be a part of who he is.
Draw.
He talked about having a family and how many children he wanted from probably the first time I ever met him. And that's what Seth's always wanted.
That's just my life. I mean, I enjoy being a husband, and I enjoy being a father.
What? Good job.
Everything that I do is not about me. It's about my family, my inner circle. So when I'm home playing with Ariel, playing with Austin, and that I know that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then when I'm in the ring and I'm like, you're trying to stop me from providing for them. Nah, not saying that I can't, but you're gonna have a tough night ahead of you.
Gotta get this on camera. Washing dishes, cleaning up the house, feeding the baby, putting her to sleep, and getting splinters out. Renaissance man. I do everything.
Definitely not always easy, especially my early childhood. I witnessed a lot of stuff that a second or third grader, shouldn't have witnessed.
Seth really wasn't given a lot of opportunity in the beginning of his life, and he's made the very best of it.
This is the infamous Tower Road. This is where I grew up at. At one point in time, it was 11 of us living in a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. My mom and my aunt and her 2 children. We all grew up here. It was a lot of love, but it was cramped at times.
Tower Road, where he was raised, it's not the Taj Mahal, and that's no slam on Tower Road. They're very honest, hard-working people that live on Tower Road.
Seth did not grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth by no stretch of the imagination. It was rather tough for his mom to raise, his brothers and sisters.
He didn't have a real relationship growing up with his own dad.
It was like 8th or 9th grade was the first time I saw him, and I've only saw him twice, and I think I spoke to him five times since then, so, didn't really have a relationship with my father.
We separated, and I took the children, okay, and we came to Maryland. Now, I never stopped him from coming to see them, but he didn't, so we leave it at that.
I think probably the absence of his father makes him want to be that much of a better father to his children.
He wasn't around, so I didn't really learn anything from him. I've learned that I'm gonna always be with my children.
It's just pretty hard to grow up without a dad. But now he had at least 17 coaches that were around him that was his dad.
We couldn't love him more if I'd given birth to him.
He's just like our own child, basically.
He has really become more of a son than a player over the years.
He's very lucky and very fortunate to have such people that back him. But I think that really speaks to the kind of person he is, that when you get to know him, you get the sense that he's very truthful and that he's so kind that I think people like the idea of supporting someone who they feel is a good person, and he really is.
He is what I consider to be a complete athlete and competitor. I think Seth thought he would be an outstanding basketball player. And if you'd have watched him in high school play basketball, you would have said he probably is going to be. I thought he believed he was going to be an outstanding football player. And if you watched his career, he absolutely was. When he decided he was going to box, he was going to be an outstanding boxer. And if you look at the track that he's taken, the journey he's on the journey to be just that.
This is where it all started as far as football.
Anybody that want to play linebacker pretty much come here to Gwynn Park because of the way he played it. We had a defense with Seth. Nobody ever scored on this team at home. I can remember the play that Surrattsville was at the 1-inch yard line, and they had 4 downs to get it in. And Seth put a line across and said, "You won't be crossing this line because nobody's never scored against." And Surrattsville didn't score. That was the end of that. Nobody's ever scored on us in 2000 here on our field, and he made sure that.
Yeah, he was a good linebacker. Yes, I used to go out there and watch him play. And then Gwynn Park at school, they retired his jersey, number 48. First jersey ever, got retired in the school.
This jersey was put up, and right after Seth graduated, was because of what he did for Gwynn Park. Not only that, he was an All-American, one of the top recruits in the country. So, everybody comes in and looks at the jersey and says, "I want to be just like that guy right there. He's going to be the next heavyweight champion of the world."
The 48 on my trunks is my high school as well as my football number, and I have a Spartan, on the back of my trunks, and I would like to, think that I compete like a Spartan in the ring.
Seth's football career at Michigan State was cut short after his 7th knee surgery.
Ever since I was a sophomore in high school, I envisioned myself with shoulder pads, helmets, and cleats on. I envisioned myself playing collegiate level football and then, going on and being a standout linebacker in the NFL.
I can remember talking to NFL agents and NFL teams who all thought Seth was going to absolutely be drafted, probably a first-round draft pick. So coming to the realization that wasn't going to happen, the knee wasn't going to let him pursue that, was tough.
I very vividly recall a lot of tears being shed over the situation. It was a tough decision, but I think it was one that was sort of made for him, that he knew he could not play at the level that he wanted to.
I can remember you know, going to practice and sitting in the locker room, putting on my pads before I had to go out to practice and saying to myself, I can't keep doing this. It's not fun to me anymore. Like I was dreading to practice, dreading to train, and that's something that I love to do.
Tight end in motion, it's Jensen. Rolling right is Chandler. And he's hit, and the ball's loose. The ball is loose. Seth Mitchell picks it up. He's got it at the 30-yard line. He is dragged down by Iowa at the Iowa 26-yard line.
My time at Michigan State was the best 5 years of my life. A part of me is still there. I met my wife there, you know. I just have a lot of memories, you know, from Michigan State, and you know, I'm a Spartan, and I'm proud to say that I'm a Spartan. You know, it just feels good.
He is so proud to be a Spartan. We have had some major discussions. If I forget to speak of Michigan State and leave off the state, don't dare have that happen.
My degree is in criminal justice with a specialization in security management.
Oh, I knew he would get his degree.
He always took school seriously, and I'm not gonna say that he was like, oh, I can't go out this weekend because got this exam coming up. It was never like that, but he was never gonna jeopardize graduating.
To be honest, the only way that I wouldn't have received my degree is if I had left early to go to the NFL.
And actually one semester we did have a going bet that about our GPAs, that he would get a higher GPA than me, vice versa, and he definitely blew me out the water that semester. I think he had like a 3.75. It was like the best he had ever done, like a 3.75, and all it really took was me saying, I'm gonna do better than you. And he was like, oh no, that'll never happen.
She challenged me, and you know, if you challenge me, I'm gonna step up to the plate.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Good. They come right back up top. You can hit him with double right hands. Go.
We are 4 days away from the fight. I'm tired of training. I'm ready to fight. I was ready to fight 4 days ago, so I'm just looking forward to, can't wait for Saturday to get here.
You know, you spend your whole life telling your kids don't fight, and then one of them grows up and becomes a boxer.
After graduating from MSU, Seth was counseling kids at a local school. He saw former Notre Dame football player Tom Zbikowski boxing on TV, and he thought, if he can box, I can box too.
I can remember the conversation like yesterday. He was pretty matter of fact. I think I can do boxing.
He told me, he said, I'm going into boxing. And I thought at that time, well, he's either trying to drive me out of my mind or he's just going into boxing. It's one of the two, you know.
I happened to have boxed a little growing up. I knew his current manager, Sharif Salim, as a kid. He was my mentor as a kid, actually.
I had been in the game for several years, but decided to take a hiatus that actually expanded to 5 years. But Mr. Banks said that I have a youngster you have to meet. He introduced me to Seth, and I kind of like he had me at hello. I saw the ingredients in Seth to be a person that I could enter back into the game with.
Sharif Salim took Seth to the Dream Team boxing gym and introduced him to Andre Hunter.
2007, he came up to the gym with his manager, Sharif Salim, and they were looking for a trainer. But I really didn't want to waste my time with somebody who was playing around, but I saw this, you know, youngster wasn't playing around. Worked with him a couple of days, 1 week. I said, this guy can punch, man. He made me retire my body bags.
Oh, boy. Steam off, man. Take some steam off.
I've hit game-winning shots. I've broken collarbones. I've had stopped people on 4th and 1. I've knocked helmets off, as well as intercepted a pass and ran it back for a touchdown. It's nothing like, you know, just hitting somebody. Of course, in the ring, hitting somebody and you know, just knocking them out. I haven't had a feeling like that. It feels good. That may sound wrong, but it feels good.
The power to knock a guy out with one shot. You know, the fight, you could be losing the whole fight, and then this one shot just changes everything. People like to see big heavyweights because of the thunder.
We feel that this Saturday night, we will be seeing the future of the heavyweight division. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce to you Seth Mayhem Mitchell.
I respect my opponent a lot, but come December 10th, when the bell ring, I'm pretty sure he won't respect me, and I won't respect him either. It's gonna be a great night. I wanna say hi to my mom. This is her first time coming to an event. I love you very much. I'm just excited about December 10th. This is the platform that I wanna be on, and I plan on taking full advantage of it come Saturday night. Thank you.
Okay, let's get that shot, please, right here.
This is definitely by far the most press that I've had to do just far in my career. It's vital that you have that people know who you are. You have a fan base. You want people to want to see you fight. You just gotta stay focused, maintain, keep training hard, stay mentally and physically focused, and I'm definitely on top of my game in that aspect.
I'll be the first to tell you he'll be the one that will make it because of his humbleness and also his work ethic.
I don't see Seth as being cocky, but confident.
I believe that I'm blessed with the gifts and the talent and the work ethic and all the adjectives and the intangibles. But to be cocky, to be big-headed, to be a braggart, that's just not me. It's not my style. It sounds like I'm contradicting myself because I say that anybody can be beaten, that I'm not invincible, which I truly believe that, but when I step in the ring, I don't think I'm gonna lose. I don't think my opponent has a chance to beat me.
This is the official weigh-in brought to you by legendary promoter and fighter Oscar De La Hoya. And from Brandywine, Maryland, Seth Mayhem Mitchell. On the scale at this time, former Michigan State linebacker, undefeated heavyweight Seth Mitchell, 240.5 pounds. Keep dragging them on. All right, that's a lot of tension there, fellas. That's enough.
What Seth means to the Washington, D.C. area goes a little further than boxing itself.
I'm an old guy, and to see a young man come along like him, it makes me happy that he's a product of this county, Prince George's County in Maryland, and he's gone on to do great things.
This area could always use role models. I don't think Seth goes out the door every day saying that I am a role model, but inevitably that's what he is becoming.
The kids here in Brandywine and in Prince George's County can say, hey, look, this guy made it. This guy went to Gwen Park. And now look what he's doing with his life. And, and I hope that he can be a very positive role model for some of these other children that are floundering.
You're in great condition. You've been instructed very well. We have the whole blueprint in front of us. Now go out and do what you do and have a little fun.
You fight every minute, every second of that round. If it's the last minute, last second of the round. And do it with honor and do it with dignity.
I would probably say something to try to get them a little hyped up too.
I'm not sitting there quiet now. So, come on, baby. Yeah. Go to the body. Uppercut. Yeah. I want my baby to win.
Seth, before the fight, Timur said he knows you're strong, but this ain't a weightlifting contest. This is about boxing, that he was going to teach you how to box.
I'm not a weightlifter. I'm a boxer. You know what I mean?
I think I had a little scratch on my face right here, but I still could have done that photo shoot.
I didn't think it was gonna happen that early, but I expected that he could knock him out.
And I was glad I got him out of there. I tell everybody I don't get paid by the round, so it was a good night for Seth Mitchell.
I enjoy this.
You enjoy this?
Yeah. You see how he beat me up yesterday, right? Look at that.
I see the future for this young man who's not yet 30, extremely bright and extremely needed in the community.
With everything that's going on in my life right now, you know, I have a great family life, 2 beautiful children, and boxing is how I provide for my family, and the future is bright.
We hope to be a top contender in 2012, possibly one of the belts in 2012.
And I'm not looking too far ahead. I'm looking at who's my next opponent going to be. And I'm just going to continue to get better and continue to knock them down as they put them in front of me.
So the journey continues. Through the cold mist of morning, this man runs with the warmth of fires banked deep inside. It's the blaze of the dream fueled by victory. Each step takes him further from the echoes of old hopes and deeper into the dream, and toward the next bell.